All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash, which is the Paleo Hebrew for the name of the Heavenly Father, the creator of all energy, the Ancient of Days being Yahweh, and that of his Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, being Yahweh Shai. Those are the only names in which salvation may be obtained, whether you are able to receive it or not. I'd like to give double honors unto the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, rule all of the nation of Israel well today. Once again, whether you are able to receive that or not, and peace, love, blessing, salutations be unto the elect of the nation of Israel, beginning with 144,000 prophets, all the way down to the 1/3 men, women, and children who are truly able to receive the glorious light of this testimony, man. All right, and we're gonna just go ahead and go in, because I had a person, present themselves to me, and they were trying to, receive donations to help people out throughout various places in the world. And when they approached me and were asking for donations and what have you, I basically told them, man, that the world's problems, all these problems that are going on in the entire planet, all right, is due to the Edomite bearing rule. You see, the answer is to heal the planet, to bring forth to rid of this wickedness. You have to remove the wicked, all right? And that's beginning with what? Job 9:24, the wicked beareth rule. All right, that's beginning with those that are sitting in power today, man. All right, easily Monsanto and all these different companies could stop polluting the earth, man. Easily they could push forth different laws that quench these things, man. All right, but yet they don't. So no matter how much we would donate, the problem would still be that the elite, the wicked, are still oppressing the entire planet, man. All manner of life is crying out for salvation underneath this devil. You see everything that you see around you, man. You see, the problem is that there's a cancer in the planet Earth, and it is destroying everything, man. So the Heavenly Father is going to send a remedy, you see. He's going to send a form of chemotherapy, which is going to be in the form of ICBM nuclear destruction, man. All right? But go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear the name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth.
Yep. So upon this great this great day of the Lord, man, this visitation that's coming, all right, all that have destroyed the earth are gonna be what did it say, brother?
It says, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth.
Yep, are gonna be destroyed, man. You see, they've destroyed, and now they are going to be destroyed. You see, they've taken the Heavenly Father's creation, which was supposed to be our inheritance, all right, and put it in their hand and have done nothing but destroy, man. Robbed, raped, and murdered the entire planet. You see? You got a precept, brother?
I got Nahum chapter 3 and 1. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, that prayeth departed not.
God, yep, and America has taken on that same countenance, man. You see that bloody city, all right? The way that it got this land was by blood, and in order for it to be cleansed, it has to be by blood. You want to grab that real quick, brother, at Numbers 35 and 33? Yep, there's only one way to cleanse that, man, all right? You reap what you sow. That's true reparations, man.
This is Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Yep, blood it defiles the land, and it cannot be cleansed by the blood that's been shed here until the blood of the shedder is then shed. You see, until the wicked doer is destroyed for his deeds, man. You see, the Heavenly Father requireth that which is past, man. and a great destruction is coming. And those that have oppressed the earth, as we just read, those that have destroyed the earth shall be destroyed, man. Job 9:24 tells you that the wicked beareth rule. It's their time to fall, man. You see, this is the answer in order to rehabilitate things. You want to go ahead, brother, jump to Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and the 5th verse. Yeah, and you're going to see, man, how the prophecies tell you that once this great and wicked, dreadful ruler is uprooted, man, that peace is going to flourish here on the planet Earth, man. You see, we had that is, at the end of the day, man, that is our goal. You see, bringing the Israelites into power, bringing the Edomite out of power is going to bring forth peace here on the planet Earth, man. Planet Earth is actually going to be able to flourish when underneath the hand of the wicked, we have what? All these different earthquakes, all these different tsunamis. You see that they've been sucking all the different oil out of the earth, and so now it's causing natural disasters, man. The polar ice caps are melting. You see, all this is due to the pollution, all right, of the self-proclaimed white man. Go ahead, brother.
You want in Isaiah 14 and 21? Or,
no, 14 and 5.
14 and 5. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 5. It says, and it reads, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Yep. So this is a prophecy that Isaiah saw where that wicked rule was uprooted, man. You see, when you study the book of Revelations, man, when you study this Bible altogether, it's a very political book, man. You see, the earth was given into the hand of the nation of Israel, and yet then it was uprooted from them because they broke the covenants and given into the hand of the wicked, given into the hand of the base of man, you see? And what has he done? He's done exactly what he's created to do, man, oppress, all right, which will be this wicked, self-proclaimed white man. And as we go on, you're going to see how all these characteristics fit nobody else except for that nation of people, man. All right, go ahead, brother. Who is it that is able to oppress all people? Who is it, man? Is it the so-called Chinese, man? Is it the so-called East African? Is it the Moroccans? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger.
Yep, he that ruled the nations in anger. Who is it that is over the nations? Who is it, man? Go ahead, Ak.
Is persecuted and none hindered.
You see, but once his great destruction happens, you see, ain't nobody is going to save him, man, because this great destruction is going to come from the Heavenly Father himself, man. All right, that is what's going to redeem us. You see, that's what's going to bring us out of this, man. Tupac ain't going to come back and save you. No man in the flesh is going to save you. You see? No Louis Farrakhan ain't going to do nothing for you, man. All right? Our deliverance is going to come from the Heavenly Father himself when he brings the visitation of his Son across this place a second time, man. What did he say? Behold, I will not meet thee as a man. He ain't coming as a man the second time, you see? Yahushua came and was given into the hand of the self-proclaimed white man, and they beat him up and killed him, all right, to be a perfect sacrifice for 1/3 of you Israelites to get right, man. And now he's coming back a second time to destroy, man, to do exactly what we just read out of Revelation, the 11th chapter and the 18th verse, man, to destroy those that destroyed the earth. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Look at that, man. This is what the planet Earth, this is what the universe would be like when with no so-called white man here. With no Edomite on the planet Earth, man. You're going to be able to actually breathe some chemtrail free air, man. Not have to worry about all kind of different pollutions and diseases. You ain't going to have homeless people screaming all over the street. You ain't going to have people out there saying, come and donate to us so we can help those that are in need. Go ahead, bro.
8. Yea, the fire trees rejoice at thee.
Ooh, man, even the trees are going to be rejoicing when the self-proclaimed white man is destroyed. Because he's done nothing but destroy the... Look at the workings of the streets over here, man. You got all kind of... They had to go ahead and preserve a little piece of nature here and there. A lot of these parks you go into and you get charged to enter into them. You have to pay to go see particular parts of the world, man. To go see the ocean, which it's also been destroyed. You've had Jake living in the hood their whole life and ain't seen the habitation of where Esau's built up. Ain't seen these high places up in the mountains. Ain't seen these high places upon the beaches. You see? It's all been reserved for those wicked, just as the prophecies say would happen, man. All right, that he would bear his dominion, and how would he do it? Let me go ahead and grab this precept, brother, if you want to break it down. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20. Yeah, and you're gonna see here, man, how how this devil has gotten his great victory here. This is Genesis chapter 25. Salakia, not 25. Yeah, you're gonna see here, man, how the blessing of this guy, all right, the blessing of this nation, all right, how they've used that to gain their great rule here over the planet, all right. This is Genesis 26, or like 25, and verse 22. It says, "And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh." Talking about
when she was pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously she was feeling the pain of the two brothers fighting inside of her womb. Mm-hmm. So it was not a comfortable pregnancy for her.
Nope.
So she went up to Yahweh, she in prayer, asking her why is she going through that.
Nope. Verse 23 says, "And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger."
See, so even though they come from the same father and the same womb of the mother, Yahweh said they were going to be 2 different types of people, man. 2 different types of nations, man. And you see that today, man. This Caucasoid doesn't live the same lifestyle as Israel does,
Nope.
They have different views in life, They don't. It's just a different flavor that Israel brings compared to the saltless flavor that Esau has in this world.
Yep. Well, everybody was created to fulfill their role, man. All right. Just as Pharaoh, and you see the precept that's actually written here next to this is Romans 9 and 12, and when you go into that, man, it talks about how Esau was built up just like Pharaoh to oppress. Actually, let's go ahead and grab it, man. Let's go ahead and grab Romans 9 and 12. All right. But yeah, man, so you see the Heavenly Father made it very clear. 2 whole nations of people are coming out of this woman. Not just one child, and then whatever family he decides to have after that, but 2 nations would stem forth. And these 2 nations had very particular roles within the scriptures, man. The one was to be the nation of Israel, who would inherit all things, all right, as the prophecies say, and the other was to be the nation of Edom, who would destroy things, man. But yet, his time would have an end. And when this time of his end comes, all manner of life shall flourish here on the planet Earth, man. This is the time, all right, that we have all been waiting for, man. The war to end all wars. All right, everybody watched that movie or that show, what was that one with the dragons? The war one. I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. The Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Everybody watched the Game of Thrones, man. What was being said in there? All right, that they were going to break the will. All right, that will representing the power structure that was running the earth, man. All right, you have a power structure here. All right, and it's ran underneath the self-proclaimed white man who has destroyed all things. And now it is time for his destruction, man. Go ahead, brother.
Romans chapter 9, verse 11. "For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to the election, might stand.
So these two children that we just read about here in Genesis, all right, Jacob and Esau, all right, not being yet born, the Heavenly Father decided to choose one. Even though, like it said, not having doing any good or evil, the Heavenly Father just decided to choose one, man. All right, just like when you're building something, you want one is your favorite and the other one might not be. All right, but everything has a role in the Heavenly Father's creation, man. One was created to oppress, to be a cancer, and the other one was created not to be. Go ahead, brother.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
You see, not because they did anything good or bad, not of works, but of him that called, him that chose. You see, this thing ain't of us, man. This thing goes beyond us. All we're doing, man, is the Spirit has quickened us to return, and so we're trying to solidify that, man. We're trying to take part in this great blessing that we have. You see, otherwise, man, you are gonna have to lay down, all right? You're gonna have to get down, all right, at this destruction of the Edomite, man. You're gonna take part in this great destruction that's coming. All right, go ahead, brother. Because it's prophesied that 2/3 of you will not get right.
Verse 12, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Yep. The elder shall serve, just as we just read. What did it say? What was he referencing? Genesis, the 25th and the 24th, the 25th chapter and the 24th verse, man, or the 23rd verse. Right. The elder shall serve the younger. All right. So it was already prophesied that the younger child would have the dominion. You see. But as we read here, let me grab this. And I want you to hold that, brother. This is Genesis 27 now, and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing for me, my father? And what he's talking about is that blessing of being the firstborn child was stripped from him and given unto Jacob, the younger son. You see a fulfillment of that prophecy that is being referenced both within Genesis and within Romans, man. And you're going to see how this prophecy is further referenced in the book of 2nd Esdras at the end of this lesson, Yahweh willing, man. It says, O my father, and Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So what was his blessing?
The fatness of the earth.
The great places. You see, the great places here on the planet Earth. What was I saying earlier, man? A lot of these Israelites, a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and really you Israelites who are throughout the whole earth, because it was prophesied that we'd be scattered into all nations, have lived on the bottom, man. A lot of you have lived within these cities and have never been able to experience the beautiful places within those areas you live in. It might be the beach, it might be the mountains, but guess who is? The Edomite. Guess who has houses set up there? The Edomite. You see, the fatness of the earth, man. You can go ahead and go on. It says, finishing out verse 39, it says, and the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother.
And that's how you see Esau nowadays in this modern time, living off the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven, man, by the sword. What is the sword nowadays, man? It's his military, man.
And that's how he's obtained it. He's obtained it all through the victory of war, man. And just as they tell you, through their own mouths, through the Edomites' mouth, history is written by the victors. What we know and understand, all right, that they've given us has been nothing but to keep you simple, man. This is the answer to get out of here, man. This book, you see, going out there and giving donations and starting some kind of foundation, that ain't gonna do nothing, man. Hey. All right, the Edomite is gonna continue in power until Yahweh Shai comes back to destroy him.
And if I may add, man, hey, who are the true victors, man? Is the elect, man, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, the true Israelites, man. Because what he said, history is written by the victors. Hey, they have deceived you to think that they are the true victors of this earth, man. And they changed everything that it was, man. They covered the faces of the judges thereof.
But now let's concentrate on this piece. And thou shalt serve thy brother. You see that, man? The Edomite was created not to rule, but to serve. You see? But what did he do? Because there was a time upon this, when this happened, you see, it was told to him that he would serve his brother. But going on, it says, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You see? So the Edomite would break that yoke from off his neck, and he would bear dominion over Jacob, man. Over us, over the Israelites. You see? This is why when you go into Psalms, the 89th chapter, it tells you that we are the gods, man. We are the inheritors of this planet. You see, underneath Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, but yet, it's been stripped from us and given in the hands of the Edomite. So now all these curses have taken place, and the whole planet Earth is out of course, man. Just as the scriptures say, the whole earth is out of course underneath the hand of the Edomite, man. And now it's up to us, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right, to set it back right, man. And how do you do that? The Baruch, the 4th chapter. So be in return, seek the Lord 10 times more. All right. Let me go ahead and keep going, man. It says, oh yeah, no, that was good, man. But that's showing you the blessing of the Edomite, man. All right, but yet the way the prophecy goes, and you're going to see it, like I said, man, we're going to go back into where it references this again. All right, and you're going to see what the end of this Edomite's going to be. But go ahead, brother, continue reading on that Romans 9. Now that we got that point across.
As it says back in Romans 9, I'll read 13 again. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High?
Right. Is there unrighteousness with the Heavenly Father to hate His creation? He chose one nation of people and decided to choose the other one to be the destroyer, then destroyed, as we just read in Revelations to start off with this lesson. Go ahead, brother.
The Most High forbid.
Yep, the Most High forbid. Why? Go ahead.
For He said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
He's going to do what He wants, man. He's going to be merciful unto whoever He wants, and the complete opposite towards whoever He wants. Go ahead, Ak.
And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Go ahead.
So then is it not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
This shows you the power, the great and terrifying power of the Heavenly Father, man. That it don't matter what anybody does or says or whatever it is, man. It's all up to that great power. You see, the creator of all energy, man.
Verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yep. So now it's referencing Pharaoh, man. Just like I said, you see, Esau was created to oppress then destroy, just as Pharaoh was created to oppress and destroy. You so-called Christians, you like to run past the fact that that Pharaoh was created only to be destroyed, man. And that's what we're telling you the self-proclaimed white man was created for. Destruction. All right? Well, actually, I won't even say that's what we're telling. That's what the scriptures, and we're reading these prophecies. That's what they've been saying, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 18.
Who else is it that's going to be destroyed? That's ruled over the entire planet, if it's not that self-proclaimed white man? Who is it, man? Go ahead, brother.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hurteth.
Yep. He will have mercy on whoever He wants, and whom He wants to hurt, He's going to hurt, man. All right? Which right now has been us. But you see, now it's going to come back and fall upon the Edomite. Look what he's done to the planet Earth while he's been in rulership, man. Oppressed everybody. And you might say, oh, well, this nation of people did this to this nation of people. Well, guess what? Who's on top of it all? Who is on top of it all, man? You see, that's why you got NATO. That's why you got the EU. You see? Those are the nations that police the world, man. And all of them, at the end of the day, are underneath America, man. But collectively, they're all what? Edomites. They could easily go shut down one of these nations, man. They could easily change the laws and policies within the planet Earth. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Yeah, so now Paul's saying, then you could respond to what we're reading here, all right, to the scriptures written here, and say, well, then how could he find fault in the Edomite? How could he find fault in the so-called white man? You see, how it's not his fault then if the Heavenly Father created him to be as such. Go ahead.
Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High?
Yep, but who are you to reply against the Most High, man? You might have said the same thing about Pharaoh. You see, how was it Pharaoh's fault? You better shut your ass up, because all you are is a simple creation, man. You see? You are expendable. Everybody wants to keep it in their head like they're something special, built up with all this pride and ruled off your emotion. You see? Just and excellent tools, all right, or outcomes of this wicked society we live in, man. That's why we're learning how to think and process things totally differently according to the mind structure of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made thus?
Yep. If you created something, is it gonna ask you, why did you make me this way? So who are you to be replying to the Most High? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 21, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
Yep. So when the potter is making some clay pots or what have you, and he has one lump of clay out of that same lump, which would be likened unto Rebekah and Isaac. All right, out of that same lump, you could bring forth two different vessels, one to be honored and one to be dishonored. Maybe the one is just so you could take it outside and smash it on a bad day. Go ahead.
Hey man, we have many creations. Eh? We have something to make food in, and we have another to hold trash in. Simple things like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's made for a reason. Let's see, verse 22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering?
So what if the Heavenly Father, just to make his power known, just to show you how wrathful and how powerful he is, endured with much long suffering, meaning he was suffering, watching for a long time. What was he watching? Go ahead.
Endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath.
The vessels of wrath, those that were created to be destroyed. He's been watching this. Go ahead.
Fitted to destruction.
Fitted, created to be destroyed. He's been watching how they've polluted this entire planet, man. Watching what they've done. Watching how they've conducted their rulership here on the planet Earth, man. Which has been nothing but rape, robbery, bloodshed, and murder. You see, what if the Heavenly Father has endured this whole time waiting to bring forth its destruction, man? That's exactly what it is. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
Yep, on the vessels of mercy, he's going to make it known the riches of his glory, man. The scriptures tell you that we can't even comprehend what this next world is going to be like, man. Because all we've known is the polluted society that we live in now. All that we've known is this, man. So we can't even begin to comprehend what the Heavenly Father has in store, all right, for us coming next. All right? But yet, the Edomite has to be removed. And just like it said, man, with just to make his power known, he's endured with much long suffering. You see, you're going to see the greatest victory ever to be seen on the planet Earth, man. All these different small little groups and revolutionary rise-ups throughout the earth have done nothing, man. Have done nothing at all. You see, without the Heavenly Father, we cannot win the victory over the self-proclaimed white man, all right? Who is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, man. Done nothing but bring forth wickedness, all right? Who is it that the spiritual demon Satan would be working through to bring forth all these different laws and policies that have corrupted the earth? Because he's not actually, you don't see some ghosts walking around and telling Edomites what to do. You see? It's the Edomite that's put forth these things, man. Just as you had the spiritual demon Satan created to sift, all right? To destroy, you have what? The demons of destruction, as you read within the book of Revelations. You have that in the physical counterpart created to destroy. You see? That really, you can't even be mad at the Edomite, man. He's doing what he was created to do. But now, it is his time to be destroyed. You see, it is time for the circle to come to its completeness, man. All right, go ahead, brother, grab 2nd Ezra 6. You can finish that verse. And then grab 2nd Ezra 6 in the 6th book of Shah.
Khan, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Yep, which we had afore prepared unto glory, man. Prepared for the glory. And what did it say? He aforehand had done that. You see? Upon the foundation of the planet Earth, he had everything all planned out properly, man. You see?
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Yep. They all were created. All manner of life, all manner of energy was created by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right. You see, ultimately, at the end of the day, by the Heavenly Father, man. All right. But go ahead, I.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Yep.
Or-
So now he's saying, so you created all these things. What is going to be the end of these things? That's what the prophet Ezra is asking. What is going to be the end? Go ahead, brother.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yep. When shall be that? Because it ain't going to be the end of all creation, you see, but a new age. Go ahead, brother.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of
So,
him.
you see, man. Now, what did I say? It's going to be referenced again. Abraham and Isaac. All right. Isaac then had what? Jacob and Esau. These two nations of people that we were just reading about. What's up with them? How come the end and the beginning has to do with them? Read it, brother.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yep. Which that was something that was symbolic, man. Let me go ahead. Let me read this part again, brother. You hold that. Verse 24, it says, this is again of Genesis 25, picking it up where we left off. And when her days were to be delivered, were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. You see, and these twins were the progenitors, all right, of two nations of people, man. One being the nation of Edom, which would be the on the planet Earth today, the self-proclaimed white man, the Caucasoid, all right, and the other would be the nation of Israel, which would be the progenitor of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American today, all right, according to prophecy and according to history, man, both secular and biblical. It says, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. You see, that's why we say self-proclaimed white man, because you're actually the color red, all right. So he came out red and hairy. Going on, it says, verse 26, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. You see, just like what we were just reading, right? It says his hand held first the Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac. Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. All right. So, just as we just read, man. All right, the same account that it's referencing here within 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. All right. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. This was something that was prophetic. Why was it prophetic, brother? Go ahead.
Says, for Esau is the end of the world.
You see, Esau is the end of the world, man. We are going to see the end of an age, which is the end of whose age? The age of the Edomite. The age of the oppressor of the world, man. You see all these terrible things happening. The reason why is because there's a cancer out there, man. You see, that cancer has inherited the planet, and he's done what cancers do, is destroy the planet, man.